Alright guys, Shin here once again. Just uploaded something not more than a few hours ago, but I also had another interesting battle. Thought I should upload it as soon as I can and before I go to sleep. Let's just get right into it. Lead off with his Star Raptor, or his Reaper as he's called, because of the ridiculous attack. Then I go to my Clam Witch. Clam is back. Goes for a U-turn, so I'm like, okay, I see nothing I can really do anything against my rocks, so I'm just gonna start setting up my hazards. Start with Stealth Rocks. Hey, it's going good so far. Goes to this Ballistic Latrice, but find out it's a Zork, and it's nasty plotting, so like, ooh, this is kind of bad. So after that set of spikes, I can't risk it to keep on setting up nasty plots, so I just go for the EQ. First one to break the illusion, so if anything he wants to come out, switch back in, I know it'll be a Zork next time. Goes for the Flamethrower, which is going to bring me down to my Sturdy, so it's all good. Then I just go for another EQ, and that's gonna bring him down to pretty much anything can KO him now, since Zorak has horrible defenses. Instead of killing me though, he was another nasty plot. He told me afterwards he thought I was just gonna try to set up again or switch out. Then obviously that cost him probably the game, because I think that Zorak could actually just completely destroyed my whole team. But moving on from there, he goes into Louis and just vacuum waves my Clam Witch, and bam, Clam Witch is gone. And it's a Life Orb variant Lucario. Interesting. I'll go to my Derp, which is Scrafty, a new set I've actually wanted to test out. And this new set is going to be pretty beast, as you'll see in the video. And he goes into Reaper, and fearing the Brave Bird, or I predicting I switch into my Lambda, which is a Blaze Blue reference. Go Blaze Blue fans. And the Brave Bird, of course, not going to do much. Max defense, max attack. However, this Lambda is a little different because I also got a Sword Stance on this guy. So she can actually be a physical beast in a sense. So I'll get my Sword Stance up. I'm guessing just, get things ready. And since he saw the close combat didn't do much and his defenses fell, he's going to U-turn out of there to get whatever minimum damage he can. And upon that U-turn and switch, I predicted I go for the Roost, which will bring me right back up to full health and will give my Sturdy right back to me. Now he switches into his Bubbles, which is Sableye, which everyone is using now, including me, but everyone is using. So predicting will actually go into my Tsukihime, and he goes for the Taunt. Once again, it's familiar, completely crippling my Tsukihime. But I actually wanted to go for Willis just to get it synchronized up, but he misses, so I struggle for no good reason in this turn, which is just a very disappointing move right there. So I decide to, switch out and go into my Ende, since Ende is awesome, as everyone has seen in my videos. Ende is just great. Now, he gets the Will-O-Wisp burn, but Ende is not physical, so it's all good. And he goes for the Foul Play, which I really don't understand why. I guess this is only damaging move. I go for the Scald, which burns him, which is good. Now he has residual damage. I have residual damage. It's at my advantage. I actually have attacking moves that are actually viable, and I also have Regenerator. So as soon as I switch out, a lot of my health is just gonna come right back. Of course, since I'm running the slack off, I'll be able to keep my health at a decent level where there'll be no way he can take me out, even with a crit. So right now I was gonna go good. In the end, I would have won this freaking Star War, because that's what this is gonna be for the next minute, I believe. It's gonna be a Star War of Skull, taunting, recovering until someone switches out. I forget who. I think he switches out first, actually. Got that recover. Let's get his health back. I go for the Scald, bring it back down a bit, and we're just cycling through the same old stuff. And actually, I believe he's gonna switch out right about here. And yep, switches out. And there we go. He goes into his Lucario, his Louis. And I believe I just go for the Scald to bring him down to as little health as I can. And predicting a dark move, since he sent him out against this Ende, I decided to go into my Tsukihime. And my prediction was right on target, because he goes for the Dark Pulse. Not very effective, and with the Tsukihime's special offense, she's just gonna eat that. It's not gonna be Vector. Now he goes for an Aura Sphere, which is wow. And look at that. I survive. I'm assuming max special attack. Just an assumption. And Life Orbed. And I survive. Not even full health. Go for the Heal Ball. Get the burn off my Yeah, I might did just for Pete's sake. Didn't want that on there anymore. So for the protect, expecting a Will-O-Wisp because now there'd be no reason for me to actually take it since I don't need to. But instead, he just goes for the recover. Just like, I probably should have seen that coming. Would have done a lot better to get a wish up than a protect and get my HP back. Then he goes for a taunt, cripple me again, in which I can't use wish now because I thought he was probably just gonna Will-O-Wisp this turn, but he doesn't. So, got that going on. I have no choice but to switch out because there's no reason for me to struggle at all in this match. Then I go into my derp, and my derp is just gonna do some derpness, some douchebaggery in this match, as you're about to see. Now, this guy's set, he is max HP, 136 defense, 120 special defense, impish nature. So his defense is really high. So as you see, that foul play does nothing. And with the shed skin ability, he gets rid of status rather fast, which is just all around beautiful. Now, he is dual stat booster, well, triple if you think about it in technicality, because he has bulk up and amnesia. So that just makes him all the more merry. And he has Drain Punch and Ice Punch as his other moves, as you will see as the match progresses. I'll go for the Ice Punch to do some damage on his bubbles, because he taunted me, so that made my second bulk up just completely fail. But it's all good. Then the Sheds can heal the burn, as you saw. He goes into this Blissey, which I just proceed to Ice Punch on the switch, and it does a pretty decent chunk of damage, and nonetheless Freeze Axe. And I was like, yeah, it's funny. And right now my taunt wears off, so what better time than just start bulking up once more, try to set up. But it's enough, doesn't make a difference, it just thaws out right there and goes for aromatherapy. Which is interesting because now Bubbles has his burn healed, and it's like, residual damage gone. I probably could have used that, but I just keep bulking up. I don't care. And then she goes for the soft boil to get Blissey's health all the way back up, which is interesting. Well, not really much of a threat since I'm becoming a physical sweeper as he's doing whatever. Then, just in case, go for the amnesia just to prevent any special guys from trying to take me out. Goes for the toxic to poison him. And it's just like, okay, probably not gonna last that long. Nonetheless, once I get that drain punch, you are gone. In hindsight, I probably should just set up once more, since anything this Blissey would have done probably wouldn't have done much to me anyway. But they, again, passes in the past. Moving on from there, I got my drain punch. And look at that, Shedskin. Just next turn, toxic, not last long. Goes into his Reaper and he goes for the Brave Bird. And instead of going for the drain punch, actually go for the Ice Punch. I don't really know why. Should have just went for the drain punch, but just get rid of those birds' wings, freeze them, and I'll cook them for later. Have a good meal. Now, after that, he sets out his McLovin, which is his Conkeldurr. And this thing, obviously, is scary, but instead of bulking up, he goes for the Mach Punch, which doesn't really do much. I go for the Drain Punch, which is going to do a significant amount, get a lot of my HP back. Thankfully, he can't really do much. Even with a crit, I think I'd be able to survive because of near max defense, but max HP. I'll go for the Drain Punch, and actually, he didn't even Mach Punch me that time. I find it interesting. I wonder what he was trying to do. But now he got his bubbles out, and it's just going to be another stall match because he's going to keep doing, his pranks to priority recover. I'm just going to keep ice punching him. And it's going to go back and forth for at least another minute. And the interesting part about this is I could have bulked up a little sooner, seeing the loop. But I don't know, I just kept trying to see if I could get a crit, bring this guy all the way down there, bulk up then. Or even a freeze, because one of those two will work perfectly fine in this situation. But I go for the bulk up. See, just get a rise in attack and defense once more. Goes for Will-O-Wisp and misses, so I guess that doesn't do well for his self-esteem in this match, so to speak. And then he continues to go for the recover, and I just continue to go for the ice punch, and I think it is a little more than half now. And let's see, looking at that damage, up a little more than half. So sooner or later, I'd be able to just take this guy out after long stalling. And after that stalling, I proceed to ice punch him and just knock him out for the game. So, yeah, after this match, Scrafty, really good set. Recommended to a lot of people. They really get to use Latias, which is actually nicknamed Eve. It's kind of disappointing. I want to definitely test this one out. Yeah, this is the most defensive team I've used. I'm gonna probably stick with it for a bit. Otherwise, I'm very tired, and I am going to try to get some rest, guys. So, I shall talk to you later, and like, comment, subscribe. Good night.